What's up, y'all? Today I want to go over a CADCHF backtest. This play is from Wednesday, August 9th. I believe it is. Yes. I ended up missing this entry, but I did journal it after why I missed it. Night before, my girlfriend went to a Taylor Swift concert, so I picked her up and I got back super late, so I slept super late. So yeah, I slept in that day and missed this entry, but regardless, I saw it, and even though I missed it, I journaled it and made sure I note down why I missed it. So let's get into it. So from the higher time frame, I have been trying to buy this just because it's at the bottom and it could potentially serve high risk to reward if a certain nice play presents itself. And just it's clear downtrend, we can see that. But if a scenario for a bullish case presents itself, like here, this day, break a structure here, price returns back to a very, very discounted level. See some, order blocks, whatever you want to call it, institutional candles, kind of mitigating here as well. Kind of a bullish order flow, right? So let's jump down to the higher time frame. We see price is reacting to this demand zone all the way down here. So let's see if we could get a bullish scenario. So what I noticed here was there's a lot of bullish reactions once the price gets into this higher time frame demand zone. So going to the smaller time frame, Asian range right here, break a structure, taps into some pretty weak supply, but supply nonetheless. There's more supply over here, little buy to sell action, right? Asian range gets manipulated, and then there's a break of structure to the upside. Price break structure, and now I wanted to come back into discounted levels again, see if I could get a lower time frame confirmation to play. Really waiting for a lower time frame confirmation in this zone. Okay, so price is entered around here. Anything under this zone is technically demand. So at this point, waiting for a lower time frame schematic to play out. So I trade Wyckoff, and I need time and price to play itself. This is not a video explaining Wyckoff, but just like a little bit. I like to trade the one with the spring, a last liquidity grab, if you want to call it, before the move up. So basically, I'm looking for a range and liquidity being taken. But this is not a strategy video, but this is just a back test. So we see a range starting to develop. Trying to think in terms of a back test, what I would have been thinking during live price, where I would have been setting my alerts. So at this point, waiting for somewhat of a liquidity sweep of these lows down here, and also just maybe send an alert to see price development if it breaks the range. So I'm gonna just wait, maybe even these lows down here and this low down here, just send an alert and let price develop. Okay, so we see, if we want to see more in detail, we'll go down to 30 seconds. But technically, this is how detailed I'm trying to get. The market is hiding its micro movements in very small detail. So technically, this is a sweep of all these lows, since that is the final low, right? As of right now, that is a sweep, but I need that sign of strength. Break of structure to the upside, right? Okay, I have that now. At this point, alert is set since price broke the range. And now I'm just setting my limits. And I'm not really explaining how I'm setting limits here. This is just, the way I manage my risk. But I know this low is protected since this is a spring. And if you kind of want to look into it a little bit more, just look into Wyckoff on your own time, but this is just a back test like I was saying. So setting limits off my key areas here and just waiting for price to fill. Okay, so once price breaks here, I'm looking to manage my position. So one entry got hit and the other didn't. So this is just me splitting my risk. So I'm buying in a demand zone here, a demand of a demand if you want to think about it. And now where should I sell? You guessed it, supply, right? So there we could see here there's a bunch of buy to sells that are happening, and they're being mitigated as well. So this is the first supply zone that we'll be encountering, leaving price as a potential 6 to 1. So let's just mark this area right here, and then another target just maybe at the rest of the high there, since the supply here is already mitigated. See, price came back up after it broke structure down here. You gotta know all these little micro movements. Price broke structure, came up to mitigate this buy to sell, so I'm not gonna really consider that anymore, and just gonna take, you know, some of the profits off at this high. So maybe at this point close like 15% of the position and like 25, whatever it is. It's mostly like a day trade, but as long as I could take off the risk and secure some profits at these points anyway. So these are some targets here, and then do I see potential more supply that price could fill? And then I'll just go to a higher time frame here. So we see a lot of buy to sell action, right? A lot of buy to sell to. So there's this big buy to sell. Obviously we're on a 5-minute time frame, but we go to an hour. You could see that a little more clearly. There's a buy to sell action. So want to be careful here, just because in higher time frame we are in a downtrend. So just taking profits at where, you know, price could tap back into supply to maybe push it back down. So there's this, and then let's see here. So price has mitigated that zone. So we see, if you look a little closely, there's another buy to sell action at the lower time frame here. That could be a potential target about there. And then, you know, taking more risk off here and then more risk off there. So let's play price, see how it played out. And at this point, I'm not, I forgot to mention, I'm not breaking even. I never go break even, just reduce risk. And that's a whole different topic. I'm not really going over that, but yeah, I wouldn't have been taken out here because I would have at least reduced risk. Maybe stop loss below this low, but not stop loss to break even. That's not how we play it. Whoa, what's going on? Okay, let's play price. So target 1 already hit, target 2 hit, and let's see. Let's just play it. Fuck it. So, okay. So 2 targets would have hit here, and look at this. The third one just missed by a tad, but that's okay. Before getting stopped out down here. See, price did end up coming to that third target, but later, obviously, after it got stopped out. But let's see right here. To be honest, that third target, maybe if I was in live price, I would have like maybe market manually closed, you know, maybe down here after seeing some early rejection from my key area. But if I'm gonna be honest, this was 11:40 a.m. Pacific time. I would have probably been at the gym, not looking at the charts. So this is what I'm trying to do too. When I'm back testing, just trying to be realistic of like what would have actually happened. I could have been like, oh, the perfect time to exit would have been right here after this 5 minute engulfing. But like, let's be honest, like my alert probably would have been like right around here, or a hard take profit. Maybe if I was on the charts and I did see this 5 minute engulfing and a early little sell off, even down here, I might have closed early for that position. But hard take profits, this one was hit for at least a 10 to 1. So risk was off the table, profit would have been secured, and the setup still provided a move, right? So yeah, that's the play I wanted to go over. I kind of wanted to just share this back test just because it's kind of crazy. I woke up at 7:30 a.m. that day, like 3 hours after I normally wake up, and I was like squinting, looking at my phone. I'm like, damn, I missed it. And you know, I didn't FOMO in or anything. I'm just like, yo, I missed my entry right there. Like, I'm not gonna FOMO. I see it playing out. Like, I should have gotten down there, but you know, it's already going. But yeah, I kind of wanted to just back test it because, like, you know, I should have caught it. Like, I slept in that day, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, no excuses. But as long as I'm going back and reviewing, so when I see a setup like that next time, like, my memory is being jogged, brain is being exercised. It's kind of like a muscle memory at that point. Not really kind of thinking too much, just reacting to the market, right? So yeah, thanks for joining today's video. Please like, subscribe if you want to keep up with my journey, and yeah, see you in the next video. Thanks.